Yes, I made some tortellinis and it is springtime, so I thought why not add a little bit of greens to it. Now, you might have seen in the supermarket the tortellinis with spinach and ricotta. I'm gonna do something like that, only I'm gonna do a little twist and make it maybe a little bit more interesting or a way that you did not have expect, but it's still super good. It's spring on a plate and it's just delicious with all the green vegetables. But why am I still talking? Let's start cooking. So it's green kale that I use as a filling with the ricotta instead of spinach, and I chop it fine, but you can chop it even finer if you want. It makes the filling or filling it up a little bit easier. You can also make a kale pesto. It's just as delicious, but what I'm doing is just kale, fry it until it's nice and small, and then I mix it with the ricotta, and I add some parmesan in there as well so that everything nicely sticks together. And I make this a day before so that I can see if it gets solid enough or like thick enough to mix everything in the tortellini as a filling. Now, pasta dough, it's a pretty straightforward recipe. You have 200 grams of flour, 2 egg yolks and 2 whole eggs. Only you need to make it 24 hours beforehand or it needs to rest in the fridge overnight. So, I'm making it already and I can finish it up tomorrow. So, it is the next day and it is time to roll out the dough and fill everything up. So, I am using a nice old hand roller, an Imperia. It is a really nice pasta machine. You can do it with the dough rolling pin as well, but this machine is just so easy and you can thin as you want. I'm very grateful that somebody gifted to me this as a birthday present and I'm using it so much. Now, after rolling until the thinnest possible, I am using the biggest stencil that I have and punch out every dough. You can, if you have leftover dough, you can roll that out again. Just only one time though, second time it makes it too hard and too dry, which doesn't make it possible, but you can basically make a lot of tortellinis with just one recipe. Now what I'm doing is I take half a tablespoon of the ricotta kale filling and I put it in the middle, fold it double, and then of course the edges are a little bit wet so that the dough sticks together, and then I'm making the points a little bit wet and fold that to the middle. Now on the side I have a metal tray with some flour on it that I will put in the freezer so that it doesn't get much drier afterwards and it is easier to store. And even though normally dry pasta that you buy from the store needs to cook like 8, 10, 11 minutes, this pasta actually only needs only 7 minutes to cook, which makes it also a lot faster. Of course, the prep time is a little bit longer, but the results is really good. Now, once I put them in the freezer, I'm gonna make a sauce, and the sauce that I'm serving with this is a white wine sauce with some, So I'm serving this with a sauce, and the sauce is nothing more than some fresh lemon juice or lime juice with some butter. Not too much, just that it's get a little bit thicker and nice creamy, and it doesn't need to be as thick as an Hollandaise. You just, if it's still liquid, it's more than fine. Once the sauce is done, it's time for the next thing. I am frying some asparagus really quick, really short in a really hot pan with some oil and salt, so that it just gets a little bit color, not too much, it gets a little bit darker green. And once the middle or the points that you see is still a little bit white, and you squeeze it and it has a little bit of water inside, it's more than enough. It takes roughly 3-4 minutes, or maybe 2 to 4 minutes, depending on how thick your asparagus is. It's done. Then you can put it on the cutting board, and I'm slicing them diagonal. You can slice them straight, but I like them diagonal. It makes them look like a little bit bigger. And after that, all your components are done. So when it comes to plating, once I boil my pasta, which is 7 minutes, all my components are standby. So the pasta is the last thing that I boil, or the last thing that I did before plating. And I'm boiling the pasta for like 7 minutes, and then I can immediately eat it right away. So I am straining the pasta when the 7 minutes are done, and I put them right away on the plate. I put some asparagus against it. I put some baby spinach leaf as an extra touch on top of it that I did shortly in the lovely sauce that we just made. And I pour a little bit extra sauce over the entire plate.